Happy weekend, all.
Our brethren are already in the field. Why stand we here idle? What is it the gentlemen wish? What would they have? Is life so dear, or peace so sweet? Has to be purchased at the price of chains and slavery? Forbid it, Almighty God. I know not what cost others. As for me, give me liberty, or give me death.
Yeah, that'll probably wind up as my thumbnail. All right, share screen here. Let's get going on this Saturday on a weekend. How about that? Here we go. That's that Eldritch cover I was talking about. And I can blow it up really good. Full pencils right there in the circle. P. Craig Russell, Michael T. Gilbert doing the inks, but not in the center on this great Pacific Comics. I have the poster to that. Wonderful detailing around the edge. Issue 1. Michael Moorcock. I like that they put the artist on there, and everything. It's compelling cover. Let's see. This was. We're just going to downsize that and go over to here. Start off with a few books, and we'll run into the Roger Stern collection and have to go to another file. Found that looking for the other book that I had to mail off. This is Not Brand X #2. See, Peter Parker's got a tattoo. J. Jonah Jameson, I think, on there. JJJ. That's a joke. Look at Batman with the whatever on the end of it. Little bell. It's a mosquito man, I guess. I don't know, man. Iron Man versus Magnet. Robot Biter. Not Furious. Agent of Shees versus Blunder Agents. Yeah. Some characters there from Wallywood, as well as Iron Man. What's it say on the yo-yo? Something yo-yo. Probably a black sensitive cover. Not see over here the edge. Ooh, yeah, every breakage of color you can see on that black. That's what I mean by black sensitive cover. But still, to be as old as it is, who says a comic book has to be good? Not Brent Ack. #2. Not in bad a shape. I think I have one signed by Marie Severin. I don't know. I've got a couple of these signed by Marie Severin. She's the one that did this cover, probably. Here's an Action Comics, 1976. You got the line of DC Superstars there. Number 463 of Action Comics. Bicentennial cover there from 1976 to 1776. Superman gets hit, but it's Clark Kent who lands in the past. Nick Cardy cover, I guess. This is definitely Nick Cardy with the Flash there, hitting the Flash. Surprise guest hero, the Flash. Surprise guest villain, the Weather Wizard, which is part of his staple. Earlier than 76, 20 center. Backup, Green Arrow, 441. Combat from 1962, #4. Fine, very fine. Ooh, Combat. Dell Comics. Painted cover telling the story of JFK and his PT-109 boat, the looming shape of a Japanese warship pounding through the seas at 40 knots and headed straight for the 109 began the epic saga of heroism, including Lieutenant John F. Kennedy, USNR. Had to have that. Ha Ha Comics from August 1948, #56. Read this issue for riot, for laughs. Old Charlton here. Mysteries of the Unexplored Worlds from September 1960, issue 60, Journey into the Mind, Pirates from the Future Time. Still 10 cents, 1960. Cool. This is based on a movie, I guess, or I think it was, I think it was a TV series, 1967. See down there, 1967. Checker top cover, Hawkman, #14 from 1966. These grades here, very good, fine. He's, that's one man's opinion. But probably right. Murphy Anderson cover. Crazy Cat from 1956. Love the cartoon. This is part of the 4-color run. 4-color was a long run that featured different characters, starting out with Dick Tracy, I believe, in the unnumbered #1. And Had photo covers, cartoons, Disney, you name it. This is number 696. 696 issues. Love Crazy Cat and Ignatz the mouse that always hit Crazy Cat with a brick. Let me just check the chat here real quick. No one chatting in the chat, but we do have some people watching, at least from Twitter, hopefully. Maybe no one got notifications. I don't know. Okay, we don't want that. Let's go down. Let's go down to this one. Oh, that's Eldrick. I want to go down to this one. There we go. Now we're back on the main. The Fastest Gun Alive. This is another Dell 4-color number 741 from 1956. Very good plus, he says. Love this multiple colored image of Glenn Ford. All he needed was the courage to draw. Metro Golden Mayer movie, The Fastest Gun Alive. I can't say that I've seen that. I've seen his last 310 to Yuma. He's in that as well. Glenn Ford played Clark Kent's father, in the Superman movies. Zane Grey, this is issue 616. There was a lot of what was Zane Grey westerns. Of course, they were popular. 1955 on this one. Look at the condition of this. That is a nice looking Zane Grey book. That is a nice looking comic there. A pictured edition, it says. That is nice condition for the age of it, 1955, which is 68 years old. It looks brand spanking new. Captain Steve Savage. Okay, right here. Look at this. This right here has to do with distribution. If you have it graded, somebody wrote on it the date that it's September 21. I think the P is probably for Pool. So Pool on September, and this issue is in November. How's that jive? Okay, maybe that's the release date. I don't know, but it's from Avon. It's issue 6, November, December. So it's a bi-monthly book, Avon publication, Fighting Jets in Action. He says very good find here. Pretty nice looking Steve Savage book. Oh, got the Eldrick up there. No, nobody in the chat yet. All right. These are books from my collection. You can see this has been pretty darn good shape to be from 1954, even older than the, a little loss of color there on the spine, maybe a little up here, but I mean, all together, it looks pretty spanking brand new, to be that old. You get that pressed and you get it graded. Again, they won't count off for like writing on that if it has to do with the distribution of when you pull it and whatnot. Anthro, number, I believe this is number 1 by Howie Post. The Battle of the Sexes. He made his first appearance in Showcase, as a lot of books did. Anthro had a run of about 6 issues, something like that, and it was pulled. Beware the Creeper, Brother Geek. There were some others that were in like 67, 68 that were, Hawk and Dove was one. Here's number 2. I have the painted piece to this. This is one of my lower grade copies. You can see the breakage of color on the spine and stuff. We've got about 4 or 5 of those. Oh, Neil Adams, larger 48 pager, Phantom Stranger, Neil Adams cover. Very cool. Nice shape too. Another one. 52 pages this time, number 19, Neil Adams. All right. Number 1, Magnus Robot Fighter from Valiant Comics. Yeah, this is going to go up in price, guarantee you. Mint condition. This is issue 3, I think, right? Yeah, that's issue 3. The Magnus Robot Fighter from Valiant. Issue 2. So some kind they're out of order, but 1, 2, and 3. These 3 here I may have traded those 10 boxes after to my friend. I've just doubles, triples, quadruples, whatever, you know. If I only had one of it, I kept it in most cases. But I traded him like 10 boxes for a handful of comics, and I think I went through there everything he had in the back issue, and because I didn't have these Valiants, they burn up my fire. This is Barry Windsor Smith cover of Solar Man Atom #5. This is all pre-Unity, so it's Unity was a storyline. Once they ran the Unity storyline, they started printing more. These are fairly low print, 50,000 or lower. That's pretty low. Harbinger #1, it became a $60 comic at one point, and deserves to be. If the print run on this is $50,000, no, I'm sorry, 50,000, not $50,000. I wish it was worth $50,000. I've got two. Surface luster on the back cover of one is kind of ripped off a little bit, but still I only paid about $12 with shipping. Here's #2 of Harbinger. Another great issue to have. Their second appearance in comics. #1 was their first appearance. Here's a little underground type She Diva by Sandra Kang. A little S&M there. I guess a little bondage cover from Arrow Comics, which are kind of known for adults only. I wouldn't personally bought this, but this is definitely stock from the comic store that I bought out. Daredevil #40. Pretty nice shape, actually. Gene Colan cover. Anthro #3 here. Pretty nice shape. Since I had production art to #2 and stuff, and that kind of got on there, I bought some of these. That's got me on Anthro. These are nice shape. This is #4. You see a little bit around the edge there. See a little bit there. But otherwise, man, it's looking brand spanking new, very nice for the age to be almost 60 years old. Here's another one. I actually have two production artwork pieces to this. And again, you can see the little foxing or breakage color there up at the top, whatever, but still looks brand spanking new almost. And I have a couple, the painted piece and approval cover to this one, I believe. Here's another one. Wow, where they're fighting over Anthro. #6, probably the last issue. Howie Post did the artwork on all those. The Captain Marvel, I'll fight you all at the same time, split, and then that's when he splits. Adam Jaw, Tiny Man, Elastaman, Dr. Fate, DC character name. Giant action issue for 1966. This is #2, June 1966. Captain Marvel, done by forget who did this, published this, MLJ maybe. Here's another one, giant action issue, all new, April 1966. Hold still, Billy, I'll save you. Split. So had a character called Billy. Of course, Captain Marvel, Billy Batson, Shazam, and he would turn into Captain Marvel. Look at that. Look at the eye there and the lightning over to the left. UFO cover, alien cover. Look at that bonus, plus a bonus Plastic Man. Makes you want to own that, doesn't it? Ooh, Magnus Robot Fighter. Look at that. Nice painted cover. Issue 22. Wonder if I paid $10 for that. The Origin of Magnus, collector's reprint by popular demand. Probably reprints issue 1. Very first story of Magnus Robot Fighter, probably. Yeah, guess it is. Look at the painted cover and everything. Gotta say the people from the robots. Looks like the actress Lang, right, from Psycho. Really does. That was married to Tony Curtis, I believe. PT boat skipper. Captain Storm, number 11. I'm going to say Irv Novak on that one. This bag is weird. It's got some thing going across it, you know. These are our bag. Racist. No, it was war. We were fighting the Rising Sun at the time. This is an underground comic. Look at this one. 75 cents. The Greenwood Organization came out with this. Look at the Ditko box up there with skull and crossbones and tree or whatever. Nice logo. Almost like a poker chip over here in the corner for the price. Very cool. Night of the Hungry People, and got some tatas. Oh my goodness. I love this little almost video game type character there on there, and zombie cover. Look at that. Ain't that cool? Issue 3 of Zero. One of the few undergrounds I have. First appearance of Spider-Woman with her origin here. Gil Kane cover. Don't miss the nerve-numbing origin of the Mighty Marvel's newest sensation. I found you, Fury. Now I'm going to kill you. Marvel Spotlight number 32. Nice copy, too. I've got 4 or 5 copies of this in various conditions. This is one of the nicer ones, probably near mint. I invested in a few of that. Positively, the most shocking ending you'll read this month. That's when she didn't have the hair. It was kind of like the skull cap or whatever, totally covering up her hair. She was an agent of Hydra at this time when she first came out. Then she got over that. Steve Ditko cover here. Still 10 cents from Charlton. The Strange Case of Sammy. Chimpanzee or, gorilla covers. They do good. Sinister, Forbidden. It is really the home of happiness, for happiness. The Enemy. Rocket ship. Yeah, look at that. What is man's worst danger? And look at the shape of it. It looks brand spanking new. And for a Charlton, that's pretty good. I got a little something going on up here, some ticks. But you know what? Those little dents, I can tell they're little dents in the cover. You can press that, get that right out. And as long as they're not, there's slight break. I don't even, maybe on that one little dink there or up here, little breakage of color. But man, that's good looking book to be so old. This is September 1960s, House of Mystery. I've got a lot of nice House of Mystery. 10 center. Checkmate. Cellmate to the monster. Mm-hmm. Monster there. They're going to put him in there with him. I don't think I would open that cage. Of course, he looks, how did they get him in the cage? The door's too small for him to get out, and he's just standing there. Yeah. I'd grab all 3 of them and eat them and get out of there. This is, see that? A little extra ink. They don't count off for that, but that shouldn't be there. This looks like a little tear. Maybe it's some oil or something, grease. I don't know. Still a nice copy. It's my story and I'm sticking to it. Let's see what he say. Very good. Yeah. Very good for me. All right. Oh, nobody's still in the chat, but people watching, that's good. All right, back. House of Mystery, featuring That Creature Must Die, number 138. I'm the only one that this blind beast trusts, but he's become a menace. I must lead him to his doom. Like he can't feel the lava pit, the fire? Really? Okay. Oh, yeah. You can see the damage there. Maybe a subscription crease, breakage of color, but still nice copy for as old as these are in the 60s. This is issue 139. Now that just looks ridiculous right there. The rays of the giant idol's orb are turning those 2 intruders into the beast that will soon destroy each other. You evil man, you. Evil. Well, they probably intruded. All right, so this is the Wax Demons, 142. Look at that. The bodies are encased in wax. Oh no, the wax figure's starting to melt, and underneath, deadly creatures. Better get out of there. Run! Okay, here we got 145, House of Mystery, with Martian Manhunter and his little alien friend down there. Sort of Cupid alien-like, naked, you know. Ooh, this looks like a Bernie Wrightson. Yes, Bernie Wrightson. Gray tone cover, I guess. The background, if you look, maybe could be considered. Very cool. Bat Out of Hell. House of Mystery, $195, 25% bigger and better. Look at the condition of it too. See any breakage? Decent copy. Very decent. No breakage of color and all that black of that bat wing. Corners look good. You know, good looking copy. Here we go. We saw some of these not last time. Hanna-Barbera's TV, superhero TV heroes. This is a lower grade copy. I don't care. Good reader copy. 1968. Another House of Mystery. Or no, is Tales of Unexpected, 71. Okay. Couple white dot there. I don't know what that is. Water damage. See? You can see the water line. I don't care. Still looks flat. It's not buckled. You can get it pressed. It's pretty good looking copy. I mean, sometimes, the thing sitting around, you set your glass on it. Have first appearance. There might be some rust migration here, or you know what? It looks like maybe some sun fading there in the red. I don't know, but still, old book from the 60s. Mystery in Space, 89 with Hawkman and Adam Strange. Come on. High-flying Hawkman adventure, super motorized menace. Very early Adam, number 14 here. You can see some brown age spotting there. But still, nice. Gil Kane cover. Not a lot of breakage of color, if any. Some spotting. Generally you can pick these things up, which that's starting to change for pretty cheap. This is number 29 of the Atom with the Golden Age Atom. This might be the first or maybe the second appearance of the Golden Age Atom. Or it's an early appearance, let's say that. Here's the Atom number 24. Checker top covers on these. Gil Kane artwork. Check the chat. Nope. People lurking on their Saturday. I don't know what this is. I'm probably pressing it. Just two boards and bags and pressing it, photographed it to let know there was something in there. Second appearance of Thunder Bunny. First appearance of his red and white costume. I love Thunder Bunny. He claps his hands together, kind of like yelling Shazam, and becomes Thunder Bunny. He went on to be kind of popular and was in Apple Comics. Others besides the Charlton Bullseye here. This is his second appearance. He's the only character that was twice in Bullseye. His first appearance, he was in the blue and white costume, and that's the only time he's been in the blue and white costume. Number 10 here. Thunder Bunny versus Big Cam, created by Martin L. Can't quite read that, but I love Thunder Bunny. They did an omnibus, and I didn't back it because I don't think it got funded. Here you go. Bullseye bringing back Captain Atom before DC had the art, the rights to it. Dan Reed cover. in his old 60s costume, Captain Adam. Love these things. Started to read Charlton. These were the ones that got me reading Charlton. Number one, I got that and read the Blue Beetle. Little, and there's the question: mechanical shark. I need a mechanical shark that in my magazine. That would make Blue very happy if I put a mechanical shark in there. Charlton had Bullseye as a magazine earlier. I do not have those. I have all of the Charlton Bullseye run from the 70s, though. I've made sure I've gotten those. Challenge of the Unknown. I've got a few, generally in lower shape. I'm not going to pay a lot for them. $45. Number 45 here. Robot cover. Went up against one of the robot menaces. Of course, Challenge of the Unknown had no superpowers except for issue 3, which was kind of like, little grime there on that breakage color. Except for issue 3, where they kind of got some Fantastic Four type powers for an issue. Steve Ditko here, Strange Suspense Stories presents Captain Adam Collector's Edition. The original stories backed by popular request. 12 center. Let's see Steve Ditko's take on that. They reprinted these also in the 70s, mid to late 70s. Another Steve Ditko cover here. These are the originals that they would later reprint. Pretty darn nice shape, it's good. You look at one of these things and you think, but yeah, pretty nice shape. Now it looks like a little rust on that. Maybe that could migrate. I don't, it's, but these things are out now. It looks like nothing on this one. See this staple here looks clean. You go up here. Whoops, not silver anymore. So, ooh, Ghost Rider number 6, 1972. Very good. You got a little out of the cover right there, but still nice copy. Mike Plug cover. Satan cover, I guess. I guess that's who that is. Early Ghost Rider. There you go. Gil Kane cover. The reason I have this one, number 13 for 1975, I had a plate to that. I had a piece of production of that when they did the Ghost Rider Essential. I had this cover. Statue of Liberty cover. I had one person that actually bought Statue of Liberty covers for me. How to Last, At Last, the new Ghost Rider. Another Gil Kane cover. Gil Kane and DEC. I'm not sure who that is. Who did the inks? A little bit older, 1981, January. No, okay, here's a good lesson. See, it says January. The copyright says 1981 there. I guarantee you it's not 1981. They probably haven't changed it yet. It's actually January 1982. Usually that's Anderson cover and Mitchell on the cover, on the inks. Classic black sensitive cover, Avengers number 105. Yeah, baby. Good mid-level copy. Oh, another one. 130. Look at that standoff. That's a Dave Cockrum cover. Oh, yeah, Gil Kane. I think the last time we saw this on this issue, but now this, and I mentioned that they reprinted, and here's the reprint. They reused the cover. Gil Kane cover from when Beast made his, early appearance, maybe his third appearance here where he goes up against Iron Man. This was a reprint issue to give them You know, but you get this, you get the Avengers heads in it. That's different, you know. I'd say at least Captain America's John Romita Sr. Looks like maybe he did the other two as well. Thor looks, you know, like it could be. Killed Iron Man. No, he didn't kill Iron Man. Beast. This was one of the first Avengers I bought, 150, because I started reading Avengers at 147. The Beast. The Beast, the way he should be. Although he looks a little gray and dark blue there. George Perez cover. I'm say early George Perez, because it really doesn't come. I'll tell you how I'd say it's George Perez, because of that face right there. I should know that. Black sensitive cover there. They changed the roster, and thankfully they kept the heavy hitters in the team, and Beast and Hellcat there made the cut. Now, this is interesting. Look, we have one purple glove and one blue glove. I don't know that I've ever noticed that. Probably did, but haven't seen that in a while. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Jack Kirby, Dan Atkins cover. 151, the next issue after that. After seeing this cover, I'm like, and we get this cover, I'm like, it wasn't a bad cover. It's just when Kirby did the covers, I was wanting Perez covers, but I'm glad Kirby got in on was actually doing some. Here's a later Perez on his second run, number 192. These heads up here, I actually own the artwork to that. I had to mention that because that was probably the best piece of artwork I've ever owned, besides that Dan Day piece that was just gorgeous. But this was a good story. Peril in Pittsburgh. Okay, now we get started on the Roger Stern collection. They all come with a certificate of authenticity like this one. Dazzler number 18 was the file copy of Roger Stern. A lot of these things were just comped to him. He sold some back in 2007, as you can see, this dated June 27th, 2007 is when he dated it. So, you know, sold them in June. And I did buy the bulk of the Roger Stern collection that they put up, and I got the nicest of the collection, actually. There was only one book, an early Iron Man, that I missed out on. That was the only one I didn't get. All the other stuff, I got the great stuff. So this is Roger Stern, and you can see on here it says not to be sold. This was a comp copy. I bought this one back in the day. This is issue 18, as it said on the certificate of authenticity. All these come with the certificate of authenticity signed by Roger Stern himself. Ben Compton in the house. Nice books. Thank you, sir. We're just now getting into the Roger Stern collection. Boom. Here you go. A Al Williamson cover. No, not Al Williamson. Walt Simonson. Walt Simonson cover here. Tales of the Asgard, probably, you know, reprint inside. I'm not sure, with a new cover, you know, a little bit higher price there. You know, these are brand new looking, you know. Some of them are stamped. You can see here, not to be resold or whatever, stamped over Dazzler's ass and TT and kissing the angel there. I know, looking at this, I think Coletta inked it, going up against Dr. Octopus. That's issue 17. I like having this collection. They're not that, you know, not all of them are key issues or this or that other, although I did get some old issues. These are more recent, but like, and I do have the essential books in black and white, but I bought all these Dazzlers when they came out up to a certain point. Here's another one with the Enchantress, number 16. And you can see there, that's a Bill Sienkiewicz cover from 1981. Very nice. These are all part of the Roger Stern collection. Another Bill Sienkiewicz cover that I just loved when it came out, number 15, where they're trying to get out of peril there. And again, I guess you got to check the years. to see, also the barcodes. This is 1982, and that is a May issue, so that came off the stands. Not going to make that big a difference, actually. 1982. This is just going back. This is off the stands. That's off the stands, so more common. But this one's not. I'd like to know what year this is. Probably early 80s or mid 80s. So this could be a little rarer, you know. Very nice shape, by the way. That's off the stands. Okay. All right. So we got to look at those barcodes for value. This is off the stands here, number 13 of Dazzler. Tartag did the cover on this one. Off the stands, this issue 12 of the Dazzler, and you see not to be sold stamped on it. They would give copies. Not all of them are stamped. I don't think this one was stamped. Oh yeah, see, it's right there across Dazzler. She had that nice white costume that you could stamp across, right? This one, yeah, right up in there. You can see where her hand is, not to be sewed. And they said different things as well. There you go. That's in purple, stamped in purple, going up against T-Rex the Tamer. In a What If issue, Dazzler became the Herald of Galactus. Of course, T-Rex is the... I remember this ad. 10-speed ad. 10-speed ad. And there's Galactus himself, not for resale. Not to be sold, it says. Not to be sold on that. All part of the Roger Stern collection. I've been meaning to, find this box, and then it's across their Tata. Oh, cleavage. Ample. Nice. Bill Sienkiewicz cover again, number 8. Here you go, going up against the Hulk. Yeah. Not to be sewed, stamped on her leg there. Number 7. So I got my Dazzlers back. This looks like it's stamped twice there. Not to be sewed, not to be sewed. See there? A couple times on that cover. Just so that you see it. Always on Dazzler because she had a white costume. Oh, look at this. Destroy it. This is a newer one from 1996. Black sensitive cover. Adam Kubert. Mark Farmer on the inks. Magazine. So it's larger. Destroying the logo. Cool. Bought this, read it, loved it. Not to be sewed, stamped there in the white with Captain Universe. Read this, bought this on the stands when it came out. Incredible Hulk. Glad to get this back. I think I've got another issue since then so that I can sell this one. Love this because this is the early appearance of the UFOs, number 277 from 1982. I love the UFOs. Their origin is basically the Fantastic Four's origin. Good read. Probably the third appearance. Another great Hulk here. Not to be sewed, stamped there in the logo. Number 266 from 1981. Al Milgrom cover. The High Evolutionary. Here's another one, not to be sewed. I believe this is the first appearance of the Rangers as a team. Another Al Milgrom cover. So that's a kind of a key issue. First appearance of the Rangers. Nice to have a pedigree copy of that. Frank Miller cover. Didn't much care for this, but I did buy, the cover. I bought it when it came out. I was reading Hulk at this time, which is October 1981, issue 264. This is a Frank Miller cover. Not really that taken with it. You want to know how I draw kids? There you go. Simple outlines, Not to be sewed. You hurt children. You hurt girl. Now Hulk will hurt you. Pink background. Part of the Roger Stern collection. Now this character here that he's going up against, Landslide, or Avalanche or whatever, he appeared in a story in the Treasury edition, large Treasury edition. But here he is in the Hulk. And then up in the logo, you can see not to be sewed, stamped on it. These are what comp copies, artists would get. This was great. I bought this here when it came out, stamped up in the logo, number 262. I was reading Hulk at this time on a pretty regular basis. Al Milgrom cover. This might have been her first appearance. I'm not sure what her name was. Another one here. I did not have this. Smell My Feet. This was a little bit earlier, 1979. 244. Don't see a stamp on that one. Not all of them are stamped, which is good. This one's stamped here. I bought this when it came out. Marvel 2-in-1 with Thing and Alpha Flight. Again, the top 10, the 10-speed racer up there in the Ditko box. Probably, yeah, John Byrne, Alpha Flight, but now the Thing head here is done by George Perez. So you have Perez, you have John Byrne, and who you did the cover, Ron Wilson. So there's a mix-up of Ron Wilson, John Byrne, and Perez all on a cover. Love this, bought this, Ron Wilson. This actually gave me an idea for a character. Love this cover. You can see it stamped over there, not to be sewed, with the Ant-Man, issue number 87. Not to be sewed. Spider-Man, 90. It only ran 100 issues. This is an Ed Hagen cover, I'm pretty sure. Very few covers were not Ron Wilson covers when it came to Marvel 2-in-1. I actually have production artwork. I can't remember if I've got production art. I definitely do to this one where they're playing the video game. Well, I might be confusing that with another. A lot of these I have, not to be sewed there. Kang, love that negative looking Kang. This is the first appearance of this chief character, American Eagle. This is introducing. This is his first appearance. So that's a nice one to have a pedigree copy of. This is a Frank Miller cover. One of those deluxe, maybe reprint issues that they came out with. Not everybody bought these special edition. Nice to have a copy of that. And it's unstamped, it looks like. Here's a newer one from 1996. With Luke Ross cover. So there was some newer stuff in here. Sensational Spider-Man, number 11. Amazing Spider-Man. Do have a few Amazing Spider-Mans in here. Here's Black Costume. That's a good one to have. Unstamped. Probably near mint shape or pretty close. I mean, he kept his books pretty, the ones he was comped in good shape. These are good shape looking comics. 263 Black Costume here. I bought this one on the stands because I believe this is the, they did a what if with this character too, later. But this is his first appearance. That fat, Nice books, yes. Nice early appearance of the Hobgoblin for 261. Let's see, Black in the Ditko box, 1984. February. I'm going to call bull on that and say 1985. This is a Charles Vess. C Vess. See there? C Vess. Charles Vess. It is a direct, which makes it a little bit rare, I think, at this time. Charles Vess cover. Another nice Hobgoblin cover. This is a Ron Friends cover, 260, from 1984. I'm going to call bull on that and say 1985. The Rose, this might be his first appearance, 253, so that might be a key issue. 1984, and that is 1984 because that's June. That is a Leonardi-ish cover. It's going to be murder. It may not be Rose's first appearance, but it's an early appearance by the Rose, which I think the Rose was a villain that was Kingpin's son. Love this cover. Always like this bug-eyed looking The Seeker. Al Milgrom cover. That's stamped there, not to be sewed. There were only 25 issues of this. One of the few that Al Milgrom did the cover, because it was the main artist that did most of the covers. And when you got to John Buscema, very savage looking, he did the very first 2 issues. Look at that, man. You did what? I would have liked him to draw all those savage sort of. And I like the feral She-Hulk with the ripped up dress. I wish they would have left her there. She's a superhero. I don't give a damn anymore, really. I mean, the stuff they done to her. What is this saying? I don't know. That's a lot. Maybe stamped twice. Not to be sold, and it's just something else up in there. Number 19. Trying to remember the artist's name here. Oh, Vosberg and Milgrom. Mike Vosberg. He did some G.I. Joe, not a lot in comics, but he did this whole run nearly. Issue 3 to 25 on the interior. Apparently, he didn't do every cover, but he did most of them. Mike Vosberg, nice split cover there. Read all of them. The Grappler, this was, see, this says complimentary copy stamped on it, not to be resold. I don't know. They had different stamps, see, and they even had the number 2 there. See the box around it. They created these characters, these new characters. So that's first appearance of the Grappler, probably. First appearance of the Seeker. So that's good. And number 1, see, this is one of 2 copies that I have. I have Roger Stern's copy of She-Hulk number 1. Stan Lee proudly presents She-Hulk. I got She-Hulk number 1 out of all my collection, signed by Stan Lee. Sadly, that one's gone. But I have 2 copies of She-Hulk number 1, key issue. I do believe it'll keep going up and up and up. This is an homage cover to Incredible Hulk number 1. Collector's item issue. It is indeed. And it's a white sensitive cover. Easy to get grimy and show dirt and stuff. This was the first thing that Stan Lee had written in comics for a long time. And it's a direct edition, the direct copy. So I believe that's even rarer on the print count. Slightly. This is a Frank Miller cover. Pawns of the Purple Man. Frank Miller cover. Look at that. You've got Moon Knight. You've got Iron Fist, Power Man, Spider-Man, Daredevil. Annual number 4 with Frank Miller cover. And bought this Dazzler when it came out. You can see that one stamped 109. He was probably in the previous issue. The Paladin is his name. You don't see much with Paladin. Here's Paladin. There we go. So this was Marvel Team Up 108. That was the 109. See, often they carried over the previous character through the story. So there's Paladin. Not to be sewed. Here's another one with a big thing, complimentary copy, not to be sewed on it, stamped on it. Mike Vosberg cover. But this is the team up. Oh, no, it's not Mike Vosberg. Could be Al Milgrom. Not sure. I don't know what the 2 is there for on the stamp, but it is. Maybe that's, How'd you like that job of stamping the covers of comics to send out to the artists? Look at this Jim Lee cover. Jim Lee self-portrait here. Scott Williams bonus. I don't know. Feet at your own risk. I don't know. Deadlines. Yep. Jim Lee with his X-Men box there, comics. The first Marvel mutant story ever by Stan Lee and Steve Ditko from Amazing Adult Fantasy number 14. I have an issue 13. Interesting. Mutant story. I'd have to check that out and see what if it's a mutant monster or what. But this is Jim Lee, Marvel Age 104. Nice to have this. You know. See, you photograph with the digital camera, you photograph these things, you can see, you know, that's Forbush, Irving Forbush from the, I believe that was his name, from Not Brand Eck. Looks like he's having a bad day. But you can blow it up and look at printing defects, where did the magenta not, where did the ink not take? These spots right here, very evident, but that's a nice one to have. Look at this. Red nails, Conan. Black sensitive cover. Little breakage of color there, you can see, but you can get this little warp that you see. It's a bigger copy there. And is it newsstand? Probably newsstand. That it would often get a bin right there on the newsstand, right? The barcode's probably on the back. Reprint, the Red Nail story. Barry Windsor Smith cover, so nice one to have in nice shape. Roy Thomas cover. This is a nice one to have. Ghost Rider number 26 with what's his name? Dr. Druid. Yeah, he would later become an Avenger. Perez cover. Wow, George Perez, RN, whoever that is, inked it. So this is a George Perez cover. Fairly early on, 1977, so that's his early work. I'm thinking Gil Kane did this image here in the Ditko box. Bud Badansky actually who later drew Ghost Rider, got with me and told me that. I don't know. There's a couple different images. I think the one I'm thinking of is turned sideways, so I'm not really sure who did this head on, but that's very nice. See, I could do my Storm Rider character where it's just bursting through the cover, coming straight at you or something. Would be an easy one to do. Kill Raven. This is Alan Davis cover with Mark Farmer on the inks. War of the Worlds type thing going on here. Lot going on. Skulls. Look at those skulls, man. Kill Raven number 1. Number 2 here. These came out in the early 2000s. Sort of prestige format. Another Alan Davis. He did all these. These aren't stamped. These were probably the newest in the collection. I've got some of his stuff that go back to the 50s. All right, that's that box. Then we go to I think you can see that. Can you see that up on the screen? I'm hoping. Shadowhawk, just in time. I'm going to drop the link in the chat if you'd come in here. That I'd most appreciato. If not, if you can't, I understand. I think you're seeing this. This is the certificate of authenticity to Kill Raven number 4. Was the personal file copy of Roger Stern, sold in 2007 to me. He signed the certificate of authenticity. He didn't sign any of the books. Of course, Roger Stern, one of the great writers in comics. Kill Raven number 4. There's a few others here. Kill Raven number 5. All Alan Davis covers. Number 6. And then we go to Dynamic Forces Cross Gen 13 issue from Image number 1. Little manga style there, Dynamic Forces. So this is not part of the Roger Stern collection. That was the end of it, although some of the older books, were, pictured in another book, kept in another box. I'm sorry. Blue Beetle. Blue Beetle. Do we have an issue number? I'm not sure what that is. 1960s, 12 cent. This is the Golden Age Beetle. Blue Beetle was in Charlton there in the 60s to counter, a lot what was going on with Marvel and DC at the time, mostly Marvel. This is Toka, Jungle King from Dale. I believe this is the first issue here. This very lizardy like guy. There's your lizard representation. Lorenzo, shoot if you wish. You will not leave this place alive. Very nice. I mean, look at the detailing. Very nice. Snake there. There you go. Not sure what that signature is, but very nice. I believe that's issue 1. That's one thing about Gold Key and Dale, no numbering. Where's the numbering? Okay, August, October, but where's the numbering on the cover? I like to see numbering on the cover. Here's a Whitman variant. Not in good shape. You can see that there, but still readable. Walt Disney Chipping Down number 15 or 15 cent. Shadowhawk not going to come in here. Oh, kicked it. It's all right. I'll bring it back up. Here we go. Chipping Down. I don't have an issue number, sadly. Whitman variant. Baron Werewolves. Haunted Library. Number 24. From 1975. That's what that 75 denotes. So you get the year on the cover, the price on the cover there, 25 cents, and the issue number. That's all I need to know on the cover, pretty much. Look at this. A lot going on there. Look at those skull-like things around his neck. Painted cover. There's Baron Werewolf there. Looks a little like Kane from the DC books. Just checking to see. Give me 2 minutes. I need coffee. Be right there. Okay. Ghost Stories, Dale Comics. Ghost Stories always had this Spectre-like character in there. I see the armor. Look at that. The armor's gonna get bit and then have Spider-Man powers. The golden armored ghost strikes. Tarzan, this is a John Buscema cover. Joe Kubert drew him over at DC. John Buscema over at Marvel, and Joe Kubert over at DC. Look at that color error there with the magenta. Color error. Right. It's interesting. It's just right above the authority code. Isn't that wild? It happens. Like going on there, Buscema and Senate, I guess. That's usually what that denotes, that B and S. You can tell that's John Buscema. Oh, Tarzan. I guess he probably did that insert artwork as well. It's probably John Buscema. There you go. Daredevil number 58. Pretty nice shape. Gene Colan cover. Stuntmaster spins out. Stuntmaster was in the old Curtis magazines from Marvel, I believe. They had a character like that anyway. All right, checking on you, Shadowhawk. Not there yet. Oh, hit the wrong button. That's all right. I'll bring it back up. There we go. Freddy, Still 10 cents. That's an early Charlton from early 60s, I think. Very Archie-like. USA Recruiting Center. U.S. Army Recruiting. I Want You. There you go. John D. Agostino did the cover. It's kind of nice. Very early Timmy the Timid Ghost, still 10 cents. Charlton. Crazy, number one. Crazy. Look out, world. Marvel Goes Mad. Crazy. 20 center. Number one. Look at the shape of that. Very cool. 2 minutes is a long time, isn't it? A lot going on here. You got him spraying under Spidey's underarm there with some Raid. This is Irving Forbush that I was talking about early from Not Brand Eck, also in Crazy number one. A lot of people don't even know this is out there. White sensitive cover. Look at that. Going up against Galactus. What? Thor. The baseball on his helmet. Just poor Loki. Green Goblin. Who else we got? Oh, we got Captain Grenade. Cyclops. Magneto sticking his tongue out. Probably the only time he stuck his tongue out on a cover. Kilo. Support peace, you super baddies, or we'll clobber ya. Yeah. 2 minutes, long time. Just saying. Okay. I didn't make the same mistake. Here we go. So nice cover. Probably looking at it, probably Marie Severinsen. Oh, the Hulk underneath there too. Squeezing in a little bit. That's definitely Marie Severinsen. What she was kind of known for. Irving Forbush up there. Clunk. Nice shape. Space Adventures. The Invaders in color. Got some numbering up there, but it has nothing to do, I don't think. Presents UFO. Issue 60. Who are they? What do they want? Why are they here? Yeah, those are, look at the line work there. Just the hatching, and then the colorist got a hold of it. Very cool. Charlton Comics. There you are, Shadowhawk. How are you, my friend?
Yeah, good morning. What's going on, buddy?
Oh, trying to find this comic and go. I've showed the Roger Stern collection, and these are comics from my collection. The Owl, Gold Key.
Excuse me.
Mount Rushmore, making off with Lincoln's head.
You can't be stealing Lincoln's head.
1960, not bad for 1968. Pretty nice shape, huh?
Yeah, pretty cool.
You get that pressed, and that would look, grade pretty high. Here you go. Tales of Dagar. Yeah, these are all mixed up. Nice painted cover. A fiery earth monster challenges the sword of Dagar, the red ruby of Gorloth.
All right.
Primus. This was on TV. Number one from Charlton. You remember Primus with Robert Brown, sort of a diver? Wasn't on. You remember him from that one third season? He was on Star Trek, the original season.
Yeah.
He played a dual identity. Robert Brown. Probably a subscription increase in the middle there. People voted these things. Either that or the reader did it. It's been well loved. Like that logo somewhat, with the diver going across it.
Yeah, it's different. I don't remember ever seeing that one.
Yeah. 20 center. This was probably before you and I, started collecting. 1971, Metro Media Producers Corp Corporation. There you go.
Okay.
Nice photo cover. Him
Now, was
sitting
that
on a little.
a TV show that they turned
That was
into a
TV show.
comic?
Yep.
Okay.
Wally the Wizard #1 from Star Comics. Came out in 1984.
Well, gosh, golly.
84 and 85. Yeah. Star, the New World in Marvel Universe. A Bob Bowling cover. Another Wally, #8. Kind of looks like the Sasquatch from Alpha Flight, doesn't it?
A little bit, yeah.
Little cartoony, yeah.
Like Sasquatch was eating some donuts.
Here's a Fawcett. Dennis the Menace, #96, 12 center.
I've got like maybe 2 of those somewhere.
Charlton, Now, this is confusing. Look at the pilot, the Phantom. 2 phantoms on that cover.
Oh, wow. That's weird.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a reason for that.
Here's the Leonardi cover. He did a lot of these. Spider-Man. There's the futuristic Spider-Man in the future, 2099. And that's the Vulture in the future. Issue 7.
Leonardi was good too. He doesn't get talked about a lot, but he did a lot of good stuff.
1993 here. He did a stint. Here's another copy. You'll see multiple copies of some of these. Here's 22, Leonardi cover. He did X-Men. Had a run on X-Men.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Popeye personal service careers. Haircutting. This was a promo by King Comics. You have any King Comics?
I think I got a couple.
Usually it'd be Flash Gordon or Mandrake the Magician or Popeye, some of their characters, right?
Yeah, I've got some Popeye.
Geo Wildman cover here.
Don't think I have any.
Even gave the guy a name, Albert.
Well, hey, Albert.
There is nothing like a haircut, shave, and manicure to make me feel good. I have a heavy date with olive oil tonight. Arf. Oh, now here's one of those canvas Sweet
Popeye,
Pea there.
man, I got a heavy date. Why is Popeye talking like an old hippie?
I don't know. But look at these kneecaps, Fanta. They look like tatas. Don't they?
It's cold. It's cold in there, Rex.
They're snipply, yeah. Spinach head. Number 91 and Popeye the Sailor Man. This was a giveaway. The Science Fair story of electronics, man's greatest discovery.
Okay, well,
that may be from the let's say 1972.
I was going to say, it looks like 70s, maybe late 60s.
Yeah. Look at that astronaut cover. Got Thomas Edison on there. And here's another painterly one, a Whitman variant. Huh?
So what was so important you needed me for?
Oh, well, I needed to know that these were showing. You can go back to bed if you want. Here's a blank variant.
I thought you had to take Abby outside or something. You needed a break. I know what's going
on. She's good. This is a very special. Russ Leach showed me his of this. This is a variant, black and white. Captain America. I'm not sure if Gene Colan was already dead when this came out, but this is a Gene Colan pencil cover.
Oh, wow.
That cool?
Yeah.
All in pencil. Now, wait a minute. Are those bullet holes in his shield?
I think they're just supposed to be dents.
Highlights, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like
Neil Adams. But... Look at this. You don't see this very often. Color cover, but also black and white and grayscale.
Oh, that's cool.
On the monitor. Isn't that cool? Neil Adams, Challenge the Unknown, 67. Wake up, Tino. You got to wake up. If he dies in that nightmare, he's finished. He's got an eye patch. Tino's got an eye patch. Probably a subscription. Breakage of color there, right in the middle of the book.
That's Nick Fury before he got famous.
Exactly. They called him Tino. Here's one you never see. Jungle Adventures. Zangar
Zangar. Yeah,
from
you're right. I never have seen it.
Skyward Comics. They did Christian comics, among other things. Little stainage there. Little stainage by the logo. 25 center though. And I think this might be a Wally Wood cover.
Art's pretty nice.
Yeah. Oh, the art's, it's well, I think they're mimicking Wally Wood, but it's nice. The colors are nice. This is going way back here. This is what? Accepted publication, Animal Adventures, 10 cents, featuring Super Mutt and Carrot Caper. This might be 50s, might be 40s. Probably 50s. That's an early one. Rex the Wonder Dog. I like whatever happened to in these DC Comics presents, they'd say, whatever happened to Sandman, whatever happened to the Crimson Adventure, things like that. And I always like that. This has got Man Bat. This is Ross Andrew cover. Look at Man Bat. Key. Now that's racist. That take away the ears and what do you see? Hey now. Ross Andrew with Dick Garagano on the inks there. Jack Kirby. Look at this.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I've actually got this one.
I've got a couple from the UK around this time. See the ink? Often this is how you got your comics, folks. This is from the printer like that. With that extra black, the roller, it'd come off on the covers. That stuff's supposed to be pulled. They did not pull it. Goes across the logo here quite a bit, actually.
That bright yellow background, too, is going to show any kind of little error.
Yeah, and it looks like the ink you see didn't lay down good. You see the black there in the black areas? It looks like it's lifted up as it rode through. So not good printing. Here's another one. This is a direct one, I believe. Although it's got a bar. No, it's maybe bark. Nazi X is the character.
It's got a diamond though. But it had to be a direct one.
Swastika belt buckle.
Oh man.
Yeah. Captain America. Bah. Oh, Steve Ditko cover here. Shade the Changing Man #3, 35 cents.
Oh wow. That's a blast from the past. I forgot all about Shade.
Here's a Spawn. Spawn, Blood and Salvation. Look at this, almost like a photo something,
That's different.
Yeah. Ooh, early Conan. And look at the shape of this. Number 33.
Nice.
Good square off cover, arena cover, right?
Yeah.
Now Conan's going to be playing smart. The next thing he says is, see how close the swords are to everybody? They've got everybody at sword point. He's going to say, now move 2 steps forward, Simon says. And then they scare each other. Oh, here's the Atlas. There we go. Number 3. I think this was the last issue of Morlock 2001 and the Midnight Men from Atlas Comics from the mid 70s. I like that figure in the front. That's Morlock there. I had no choice to save Morlock. I had to kill him. What? That's kind of crazy.
Wow, I put that right on the cover, huh?
Yeah. Ooh, look at this ghost. Look at this Ghost Manor.
Ghost Manor is good stuff, dude.
Yeah. A little water damage here, but I mean, I like how they've isolated the art in the middle. Isn't that cool? Oh, I came up with John Dillard's next assignment once I get the cover. You're gonna like this color concept.
Yeah.
For the I've decided I'm
Did
going
you see
to
poor John get robbed the other night by Rini, that evil temptress?
Yeah, we were talking about that, if you remember, last night with Fanta after the show.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, well, I was after the show.
Phantom,
We're
number
live.
21, King Comics. Oh, we can talk about it now if you want.
No, I was just saying it was pretty funny to see everybody simping for fucking Rainey.
Yeah.
I mean,
Illustrated.
she did a good job, but I still think Duel Cyberfrog was better. But whatever.
This is Lou Fine cover, I think, from the Golden Age. You know, big, probably
Yeah,
one of the
where's
best.
Mo and Larry?
And if you'll see, this is a series called The World Around Us. If you see, these are hole punched all the way through the
Oh,
book.
oh, so you could like put them into a binder.
A 3-wing binder. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I got these on cheap for about $10. And you know what? Those hole punches, they got such a margin on that side, it doesn't affect the story any.
I was just going to ask you if it affected the art on the
No.
inside at all.
This is a Lou Fine. This is stamped. These are worth $10. These are thick books. They're on certain subjects, like here, the history of dogs. Isn't that cool?
Yeah. See, I would have grabbed that when I was a kid.
That's a Lou
Horses, I
Fine.
probably would have grabbed that. Yeah.
That's a Lou Fine horse. Look at that. These were worth $10 because these are expensive books in good shape, you know. And other than the 3-ring binding hose, they're in great shape, and it didn't affect the stories. I took a chance, one out. Look at that, the illustrated history of the FBI.
Well, I mean, they were made that way with the holes, so that shouldn't have like affect grading.
No,
or
they weren't
anything.
made that way. No, somebody did that and put them all in a
Oh,
binder.
oh no shit. Oh, I
Yeah,
thought they
kind of
were
like
naturally.
back in the day, they used to hardback bind the comics.
Yeah, I know people used to like do
I
custom
saw a
stuff.
collection on Heritage on one show I did, and I was showing it. Heritage Comics had an X-Men 1 through 15 hardbound
Yeah,
selling on Heritage auctions. History of the Indians. History of the story of Spice. Isn't that cool?
somebody actually did.
And that was a division. This was Classic Illustrated Publications came out with these, you know, that people would do book reports from. Illustrated History of Flight. I mean, you got Red Baron Plane there, his biplane.
Where's Snoopy, damn it?
Snoopy's probably in there. Yeah. Pirates. Illustrated History of Pirates. Story of Pirates. Isn't that cool? Just on all kinds of subjects. The Jungle. The Impossible Canal, Island of Mystery, Insect Giants, Age of Iron. Crusades. Now this one isn't punched. This one was actually given to me by Elsie. He had some, and he was like, "Oh, I wouldn't have bought those punched out like that." It doesn't affect the story. This is a Jack Adler book, 261. There's actually a Jack Adler to this, or two. Joe Kubert cover. Our Army at War. Fighting Marines by Charlton, 20 center. The Marine Killer. Well, that's not going to go over good, is it?
No, probably not.
Now, see covers like this that were 20 cents. They were later in the 80s. Probably you could probably find the same cover with a different price on it and a little bit different configuration. They probably reused these covers back in the 80s before they went out of business.
Yeah, we probably charged them 35 cents or something instead of the original.
This is unusual. Battle, and look, it's got a date stamp on there, 1971, I think.
Oh, wow.
So date stamps that you see on books like this, I usually avoided them because they were stamped, but that's part of the history of the book. That has to do with the distribution. This is 44 explosive pages for 50 cents. #1 Battle Classics. Look at that. And it is a Joe Kubert cover. Suicide Mission. And who is the mysterious man in the iron suit?
Iron Man?
You got You got smart ass Lieutenant Johnny Cloud, Sergeant Rock. You got Jeb Stewart from the Haunted Tank, right?
If you say so, I didn't know his name.
I might actually have the production artwork to this cover.
Oh, well.
But it looks very familiar to me. Fighting Forces. They drop a grenade in there. Ooh, and he's like, "Oh crap!" Yeah. This is Neil Adams. Weird War. Number 8. Did you like war comics?
We've talked about this before. Usually I would pick up like the weird war tales. You know, maybe if they had a monster on the covers, but like regular Sergeant Rock and stuff like that. No, I was never a big war.
If it had dinosaurs or like a giant golem here, an albino golem.
Yeah, something like that, then I would pick it up. Or you know, like the Haunted Tank, something like that. I would pick that up.
Now this is an old one. This is from that company that I told you about, Foxhole, and look at the condition, pretty good. 15.
Hey, should be talking about that Fox's Hole.
Fox on the Run. Why did I do that like Wings? Super Comics. That was that one with the pyramid, AI or whatever. I'm
Yeah,
not
it's
sure.
a completely different band, Rex.
I know.
So it's an interesting.
This is early 60s. Yeah, that was sweet. I'm aware of that. Yeah.
But that's kind of interesting. You know how people do mashups now, like songs and.
And the lady said.
Yeah.
I always like that. You know, like Target covers. That's a good one. Black.
Yeah, that song was kind. Like the sniper looking through the rifle, or like that one obviously is
he says fair condition
submarine.
On this. Number 6, 1955. Navy Task Force.
That's an oldie.
Yeah. And look how big the authority code is.
Yeah, it's a giant one.
It's huge.
Yeah. They want you to know we are approved, damn it.
This is an Adler. Black sensitive cover, 1968. Meet the Devil for Dinner. Pass. Thanks.
Yeah.
Step out, guys. It's all clear. Yeah, right.
The only thing the devil knows how to make is ham. I'm not in the mood.
This one isn't in great shape, but it's GI Combat 136, 12 center.
Hey, there you go. The Haunted Tank, speaking of which.
Tank Battle Submarine. You can see it's in.
Back up. There's a torpedo.
It's
lying there on the ground helplessly.
Spine row. Still attached. Joe Kubert, though.
There's a torpedo heading straight for us.
Yeah, I mean, the torpedo is going to blow that dock and that tank all the way into the water, right?
That dock would have never held that tank up to start with. Sorry.
You know, I've talked about, you think, yeah, probably not. It's a lot of tonnage, right?
Yeah, those tanks are pretty heavy.
Yeah. These weren't bad covers. I mean, for Joe Kubert.
It's Joe Kubert. I mean, what do you
All these are Joe Kubert, yeah. He did a lot of, now this one I had the Adler too. This is a John Severin cover.
Oh, there you go. Cool.
White Price War.
Used to see his name a lot too. Was it Severin or was it Severn?
Like Marie Severin. It might have been her brother. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
Now this
they could have been married. Who knows?
This one somebody got a little snarky with the marker.
Yeah, a little marker there. Huh?
Yeah. Now there's no way. I'm sorry, but there's no way that they could lift that thing.
How many guys? No,
Rebel flag. Rebel flag cover. Of course, the Rebel flag was from the tank, but there's no way they could lift that tonnage.
No,
And then if they
not
do,
with
if
only
it does
4 or 5
fire,
guys.
the recoil is going to kill them.
Oh yeah, and rip your arms clean off when that thing.
How would you even fire that thing? I guess it's got a button. I don't know.
No, you wouldn't be able to.
Now here you go. Look at that. Joe Kubert, War That Time
Now
Forgot.
cooking. Now see, that's the kind of Army cover I would have bought. Like,
That's
yeah,
a light
there,
one.
yeah.
This is a 30 center, 1976, because the DC logo's in the middle. They used to do in the 60s the War That Time Forgot, and they kind of brought it back to this white sensitive cover. It's not in that great a shape. You know, it's kind of dirty. You can see the grime that can get on white covers.
Yeah, it's probably, I don't know, 50 years old or so, too.
1976.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
I don't know what that works out to exactly.
Almost to about
there.
Well,
not quite 50.
Not quite 50, right. 2 more years to go and it'll be 50 years old.
Yeah.
Look at that logo. I guess you're supposed to see the tank back there in the logo.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it almost looked like a printing error at first.
Yeah, it did, didn't it? There's the tank, and then you can kind of see the ground here and stuff. And then you can see my cursor, can't you?
And then on the tank part of
when
the
I
word,
dance my little hand down there, you can see that, right? My cursor.
Yep.
Okay, I thought so.
But I love like on the second word of the name, it's got all the rivets in tank.
Yeah, yeah. Yep.
The haunted part doesn't have rivets, but
there you go, Super Soldier. Go up against Colossus. Looks like he wrecked their tank pretty bad, actually, the tread, with one punch. That's probably a 50 cal shooting him in the head. Now there's a grease pencil 6 right there. Ooh. Now, if this is a Circle 8 book, which I doubt it is, you know, sometimes you get stuff like that, and that's. I think I have a plate to this. Of course, the Rebel flag. This is one of those dollar books, wraparound cover probably. Well, that one's probably not wraparound because they got all the little stories here on the side. Whoops! Wow, that's awesome. Are you seeing the multiple image there? That's wild. Oh, I'm partially there, aren't I? I need to downsize that.
Yeah, I bet.
Don't leave me now. Wait, I did something wrong. Okay, Jolly Green in the house. I think they lifted just fine. You think so? Okay. All right, hopefully you can see it again. Oh, no, hell, it's going to infinity again. What the hell? Click that off. All right, that's weird. Okay. Let me just take that down and I'll start over. I'll fix the problem. Oh, it's downsized for some reason. I can full size it here. Get these pop-ups out of the way. There we go. All right. So I think you can see it now. Let me take that down. Just think. Oh, no, I hadn't brought it up yet. Didn't bring it up. Okay. Somehow it didn't bring it up. Share screen. There we go. Now you should be able to see that. Stop sharing, hide. What is this? Hide that. There we go. There. GI Combats here. Often I would have plates to these. Some I don't. I would get like buy them in lots. So I got a lot of these, whether I, you know, wanted them in my collection or not. This one I had a plate too. That's a nice one. 2 comics in 1. Superman 2. I had a plate to this one. So a lot of these I had production artwork too. Nice kind of gray tone cover there. Partial gray tone cover. There you go. Generic name, Ninja. Ninja. 72 page star-studded salute to the 30th anniversary of GI Combat, which started GI Combat, started out, as we talked before, as in another company, and then DC bought it. Nice skull there. Wait, look at that one guy.
Yeah, can you still hear me?
Yes. Jake,
I'm still in ninja mode. I'm outside at the window.
You remember Elsie did that painting? He took it from this. I'm pretty sure this issue of GI Combat with the skull.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh my God, it's Jeb. Yeah, Jeb's seeing better days.
Jeb, get out from under that sunlight.
Yeah, you've been under that a little bit too soon, huh? He would always put like children and stuff. America's #1 fighting mag, DC. 40 new pages. This is I think this might be the last issue. #2. No, it's not the last issue, but this is the one I believe that is the crossover. We're pretty close to the crossover issue to one of the DC events. Here's the final issue right here of GI Combat. It ran for 288 issues total. First issues weren't even at DC. Ooh, Battle Stories. #4, 10-cent faucet. Probably the 1950s, maybe 40s.
Good morning, Jolly Green in the chat. Hello. Sorry.
Hello. Oh, speaking of Jolly Green, how about a Mike Mignola cover with Leah Loa on the inks?
Well, you watch your language, mister.
Yeah, this was a good Mike Mignola cover back in the day, I thought.
Yeah, actually, that one's pretty cool. I'm not a huge Mignola fan, but I like that one.
Can you name this artist here up in the Ditko box?
God, oh.
Too early, right? Sal Buscema.
Yeah.
There was a savagery.
All I've had is one cup of coffee. I'm not even alive yet. Speaking of which, I gotta make another one. I'll be right back.
Okay. To the Incredible Hulk, the way he drew his face, I thought. Mike Mignola Hulk. There you go. I missed this when it came out. Got that high grade, 1991. It's a nice one. A Dan Jurgens. Got Wave Rider there. The guy in yellow. And we're back to where we started on that box. Box 50, I think we've looked at already. I already looked at 51. 52. Get that down. There we go. Wait a minute. You downsize. Nah. Hercules. Oh, I can downsize it right there. There we go. Rex, are these your comics? That's your showing. Yes, they're my comics. They're from my collection. Yeah. I showed the Roger Stern collection earlier. If you want to go back and look at that, some of the Roger Stern collection I have, most of it actually, that I bought that he used to own. These are newer comics here. This is Texeria, Mark Texeria doing these covers here on Hercules. in the interiors.
Texera.
Yeah. Have you
Nobody
seen
knows
these?
what to say.
You
No,
probably haven't. You probably haven't seen these. This is number 5 of 5. This is the last issue right there, where he's kind of going against the Hellhound, right, with multiple heads.
Yeah, Cerberus.
Yeah, there you go. And then here he is going up. This is number 4 of 5, going up against Captain America and going to decapitate him or break his back or something. That's pretty neat.
Yeah,
but these are Texeria covers.
What year did you say these were? Early 2000s?
I didn't. And I don't know. Yeah, early 2000s probably. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I hadn't seen them before, but yeah, I love Tex's work, man.
Well, this was the Hercules little miniseries that he did. The Goon, number 17. Some Eric Powell stuff.
Yeah.
Do you like The Goon?
I've only seen a couple of them, but yeah, I remember it from back in the day.
Look at this. Look at this one.
Mm-hmm.
Horror Adventure as You Like It. The Sea Hag demands a mate. Oh my gosh. Beware the beast lust for pie. Okay. The Goon, number 4. These are worth a little bit of money in this shape, you know, but I'm not selling. Look at this black sensitive cover, number 3.
Oh, wow.
Looks like young Goon, doesn't it? Like when he was a kid.
Yeah.
25-cent issue. Will Eisner comic.
Old Dark Horse stuff.
Industrial Awards. 2005 Eisner Award winner for Best Ongoing Series and Best Humor Publication. So around 1999. This is kind of like a gray tone. Look how they did it.
Yeah, it's very nice, actually.
Yeah. It's retro, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got a very aged like feel to it, you know.
Warlands, Dark Tide Rising, number 2.
Dude, does that cover not remind you of Blood and the Sword from our buddy, the one that just came out?
Oh, Brian's book, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Son of M here, limited series with Quicksilver, 2 of 6.
That's cool.
X-Men Magic, 2 of 4 here.
Why is she blue?
Oh, that's like just a totally different character, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's just the armor. She almost looked more like Mystique there than.
Well, look, she's got body tattoos or runes on her. She's got Loki-like helmet.
Yeah, she's supposed to have more like goat-like horns, really, like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that's more what I would expect out of a Magic.
There's probably been no character changed more over time than Magic.
Oh, dude, you remember when she started off and she was just Ilyana, fucking Peter's little sister?
Right. Yeah.
Nobody knew she had no powers or nothing. She was just like cowering in the corner.
Look at this Batman room full of strangers.
Cool. Different.
It looks like if Norwal got a hold of it.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, doesn't it? Yeah. Oh, right. Is that Shane Davis?
No, it does. He's not in the correct, but it is Chuck Dixon writing.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I know Shane did
1995 annual number 4.
Shane did some work on Robin for a while, I believe. That's how him and
here's Kelly Jones. This is Kelly Jones.
Oh yeah, yeah. I got this one.
Newsstand edition. So this is going to be much rarer, less than like 10% of the run. And then here's the direct edition because you can tell down here the barcode.
Yep.
Oh yeah, look at that cover.
I gotta do one day.
I guess
I
Klaus
actually
Janson
started
did the
separating like
insides
my
on this.
stuff into barcode and barcode.
Number 2, November 2003. Death of the Maidens.
And the Maidens.
Okay, and the Maidens. Okay, Batman Adventures. Batman Adventures here. I love the retro logo. Number 14. This is from 1990 or 2004. The Gray Ghost, which was another persona of Bruce Wayne, the Gray Ghost, in the animated series. So this is actually Bruce Wayne as the Gray Ghost.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Here you go. You remember this? Heavy Hitters from Marvel, from Epic?
Vaguely,
yeah. I forget his signature, WR. OR. But very nice. Look at the fish and stuff. Look at the colors. Look at the skull. Look at the skull there. Little crabby.
Something good, eh?
Little crab. It's a nice cover. You get to looking at the details and stuff, you know, like this dude. Look. Where's my black and white octagon? Look at that ship.
Yeah, big shark-looking thing.
Yeah,
pretty neat.
Looks like it could open up. Aye, Haji. There you go.
Say that nowadays.
Got a rat. Look at that rat. You pissed the rat off. Give me that.
Too early.
It's what? Too early for birds?
Hello, Glenn. Good morning, well, good afternoon for you, sir.
Ah, look at that. Somebody in the window with a knife. Taking a look at some of my collection, Glenn. This is cool because this is embossed. Look at that.
Feeling sparky this morning.
Isn't that different? That's embossed. Look at that. How they did the color and the scratchy coloring and stuff. That's kind of nice.
Definitely different.
It's definitely different. This was
I don't remember that title at all.
Yeah, Deathmate.
Pretty cool.
There you go. There's some image.
Yep. Got all those.
The black one there. Yeah.
I think there's black, blue, red, and yellow. I'm correct, or gold. Something, whatever.
Some of my Titans here. Vandal Savage. I always like Vandal Savage. His story, you know, he goes all the way back to the Golden
be like a time traveling, right? Or he was eternal. He couldn't die or something.
Yeah, he was a Neanderthal, and he honeyed up to a meteor that crashed for warmth on a cold night, and it gave him super intelligence, or made him intelligence, and made him immortal somehow.
That's right. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Legion 33.
I always thought that was kind of a cool story, though.
You know, it's amazing. George Perez probably didn't do Legion because look at all the characters you could do.
I know. Yeah, you would have thought Perez would have been all over that.
Can you name the cover artist on this one?
No, it's far too early.
Adam Hughes. Black sensitive Adam Hughes cover.
Very cool.
Yeah, from 2004. That's got to be worth some money, especially in this shape. Okay, so this is a Steve Lytle, may he rest in peace, cover.
Shit.
Here's Keith Giffen's cover, number 1. The new. What'd you ship?
No, I was just thinking. I'll talk to you about it off there later.
Well, you better write it down or you'll forget about it.
Probably.
Yeah, this is Tom Crump cover.
Going back to sleep for a little while. I don't know what to do yet. Wake up and start my day, or go back to sleep for another hour.
Brian Ballard cover. Robin miniseries here. Ballard cover here as well. My little slingshot. Almost looks like Blade, doesn't it? The character Blade on the motorcycle with Robin.
Yeah.
Flat top hair color.
Weird
He looks
crossover.
like Frankenstein. You turning green, he'd be Frankenstein with that haircut. Flat top hairstyle. Oh, Paul Colassi cover.
No,
Batman versus Predator 2, number 1 of 4, with the Huntress.
Yeah, I didn't get those.
Yeah. Well, now a lot of these came out of the comic shop that I bought out, maybe, or might have got them on eBay.
Yeah.
Can't remember about these.
I don't know. I always felt like those were kind of a cash grab type of thing, when they were putting Batman with movie characters. And I don't know. I should have been
picking. This is an early appearance. It may be the first appearance of Ratcatcher. No, I don't think it's the first appearance, but that's an early appearance of Ratcatcher, which I think is one of those Batman characters that will. Chuck Dixon wrote that too. Lee Weeks, I guess, and Rubenstein.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a die cut cover, right there at the number 500, right there at the Cape, right? That was weird. Okay. It was like a full cover, and then Batman folded out, and this is right there's a signature. Your Daredevil.
You couldn't have showed it quicker, right?
Oh, sorry, yeah. Starts with a Q.
That's Joe Quesada and
Joe Quesada. Yeah.
That's and Nolan.
Yeah. And he always he's got almost like the Batman zip line there, with the thing he did with Daredevil, in his Billy Club.
Yeah, he's still kind of. Well, he kind of stole
look at that
McFarlane's webbing and turned it into other people's like cables. So
that's a nice image. I always like this character back here.
Yeah, he's just scary looking.
Yeah. Overall, that's the best thing about the cover. Oh, here you go. Savage Dragon number 2. Super Patriot.
I like Super Patriot. The Freak Force, that was a fun book back in the day.
Yeah, Freak Force. He was part of the Freak Force, wasn't he? Eric Larson here. Bedrock.
Rex, I think you need to take a peek at the chat there.
Okay. Rex, when you are doing these books, we need to get them out there. Move your ass. Okay.
An inspirational message from Mr. Glenn Fleming.
This is one of the few times he's called Bedrock.
I'll get on him again.
Because they got a cease and desist, and they had to change his name to Bad Rock. This is one of those issues I pick up because he's called
that was
Bedrock.
A big deal back when it happened. It was like, oh my!
If I see this for $1, I'm picking it up because he's the early appearance of Bedrock.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, just because they're just still having that printed on the cover, should.
I think this is Tom Sutton cover. I think he did some Grimjack.
Grimjack, yeah,
issue 20, First Comics. Here you go. Now, Dick Araggiano had this Future Comics. Didn't last very long. This is the free comic book day. He was kind of like liquid metal, almost stretchy metal, like Mr. Fantastic. Metallic. Metallics. Cool. That's a Bob Layton cover. Nice Bob Layton cover. What do you think, Shadowhawk?
Yeah, no, I like it. I've just never seen it.
Yeah. Distant Soul here. Look at that. Image Comics took over a Distant Soul. It used to be magazine size.
Oh, okay.
There you go. I always pick those up. Eagle, look at this. Apple Comics. In fact, it was one of these Apple Comics.
I don't remember Distance. Oh shit!
What?
I guess I'm gonna go get my day started, run to the bank and shit.
Well, don't sound so,
What's going on for tomorrow? Are we doing Chosen or?
Easter. Yeah, we'll do Chosen. I just had to rest last time.
Well, it is Easter, so I mean,
because I probably had a late thing and I had to get up and do Sunday funnies, and it's like, yeah, I got to take a break, man. I'm headed towards burnout, man.
well,
I've been
what,
campaigning, man. I've been
maybe,
going on other channels and stuff. It's been doing.
With it being Easter, maybe we should just do a short stream and then come back at 4.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, we could do that. Did you see Boff?
Boof.
Yeah. You got some of those?
Yeah, I got a couple. It was one of them kind of like goofy, kind of one-off title things. I didn't take it very seriously, so I didn't like keep picking it up.
John Leary artwork. Oh,
that was cool. Oh, Monkey Man and O'Brien. There you go.
Yeah, it's Art Adams cover.
Yeah.
From 1998.
That was Art Adams' character.
Hero, which was kind of like a dial H for Hero. You can see the symbol there.
Yep.
Never did really like these. And I never understood that Tangent, which was DC Comics. It was kind of like the Amalgamated, wasn't it?
I don't know what that was.
That's Power Girl?
I did not get any of this, dude.
It's 1998.
I mean, I can see, like, maybe...
Failed Universe, Blackthorn.
The Failed Universe? Remember that's the Marvel New Universe, the original ad for it.
Right, yeah. Expect this is a riff on it.
Yeah, it's a homage to or a satire, if you will.
Amelie du Flamage. I always love this one. This is
they brought me a shoe with
Mark Bagley cover. It almost looked like the shadow of Spider-Man coming out of Peter Parker. I always liked this one.
Yeah, that's cool. I like it.
Amazing Spider-Man 401.
Nice composition.
See this one? Animal Man, John Ballard cover. He did a lot with skeletons and skulls of animals and stuff in there.
Yeah.
Another Animal Man. I will steal and eat your soul. Looks like a griffin, doesn't it?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, but with some crazy goat horns going on.
Look at this. Difference of styles in these Animal Men.
Yeah.
Oh, another Ballard here. This is the annual number 3. That's when you remember the time that Core Gorilla, I believe his name was, ate his persona.
No.
The man.
No, I wasn't reading something.
Well, now oh, look at that, man. Look at that. See, this is the intensity.
Those eyes are great, man. Look at that.
Yeah, and foliage and the inking. If you photograph them nicely.
Suggested for mature readers.
Yeah, you get detail. You look. I mean, that's great. When you got a real detailed piece, you can kind of like, really examine the artwork. And inking style and stuff. Very cool.
All right, Rex. I'm gonna have to let you go, buddy. I'm gonna go get dressed and go face the world for about an hour or so.
All right. Issue
What's
24 and 25 was the only time they used the Swamp Thing logo. I don't like it. Do you?
No, I don't care for it.
Yeah, it was only used twice. The last 2 issues.
I can see why.
I can see why. Yeah, it wasn't a good logo. Really.
Terrible.
Frank Miller's first work. That's a key issue.
I got this one.
You do. I hope yours is in better shape than mine. This is in bad shape. But His very first Daredevil.
Mine's in pretty good shape.
Yeah. Well, you can see mine. It's, pretty
Now
rough
what?
shape.
All right, go back up to the corner box there, Rex. Now it wasn't a diamond, and it wasn't your average. It's that crazy. Now was that direct edition? No, this was before direct, right?
No, that's just how they did it. Sometimes they would do stuff like
Yeah,
that.
sometimes they do that
Yeah.
weird little like.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, now okay. Well,
Crimson
thanks for
Cougar.
coming in for what you did. Now we're getting into some rare
Oh,
low print.
now he's gonna undersell it. Well, thanks for coming in for the little tiny bit that you did.
No, I'm no. There is no. Just to let you
Hey,
know.
Bone. Oh shit, Rex, we've been echoing this whole time and stuff. Shit, sorry
A
guys.
little bit. Okay.
All right, Rex, you carry on. I will see you later, my friend. Glenn, stay on his ass. Hello.
Now we get to some really low print stuff and somewhat I consider, Tim Vigil did some work. Greater Mercury Comics, Silver Wolf Comics, created by Chris Silver. There might have only been about 350 copies, of these things made. Here's another from Silver Wolf. That's Greater Mercury, but this Silver Wolf too. A Port, black sensitive cover. Port number 1, I believe here, Silver Wolf. He could open up portals. Kind of nice. Him coming through that. Very low print on these. Very low print. So if you get a little ink rubbing, like from, the way it printed, 1991, that's just the way it is because there's not that many copies out there. Eradicators, black sensitive cover. Look at the condition of that. Near mint or pretty close. I mean, that's nice. And Timothy Vigil did the inks on the cover of this one. Timothy Vigil still drawing stuff. He did Grips. He did Faust. Some of you will know his name. Another black sensitive cover on Eradicators here. That's issue 4. 1986 book. Legion X1. There was a Legion X2. This is number 1. Greater Mercury Comics. There's Port again. Other characters. Sort of the group book. Extremely rare. I'm very proud of these books and the condition, that I've been able to collect them because they're hard to find. This is Legion 2, number 1. Always with this framing around it. This might have been a wraparound. This has Grips Adventures, the mature readers suggested. Just looking at that, 1987. You like independent books? Here it is, man. This is either a connecting cover or wraparound. See, Grips is right here. He had the single blade with the little, I don't know if those could come out or what, but this might have been a wraparound cover. Might be a connecting. It's probably wraparound. See, black sensitive cover. Number 6 here, Grips. I didn't collect these when they came out. Number 1 was already worth $10. Grips was described as a more violent. I don't know why, right? More violent Wolverine. I always tell you 2 copies. This one's a little bit more in focus. Death has taken his last life. This is it. The final conflict between the two agents of death. Surprise death. You're not immune to grips. Part 3 of 3. So that's the conclusion of that storyline in Grips. Kind of neat that they give you a synopsis of what's in there, kind of frame it in and whatnot. There you go, like a female grip. Get a grip. Number 3. All done traditional. Another copy there. There we go. Here's another one like that. Another copy. Grips Adventures. This was another one they had. There's another some of the other characters you've seen. Cobb's cover. Another Cobb cover there. Inhumans. Jay Lee's run on Inhumans, number 12. I don't know if that was a 12-issue series and this is the last copy, last issue. I don't know. Or if it continued beyond 12, but that's Jay Lee cover. Did this Inhuman series. Here's 11, so we'll see them in reverse order. 10, 9, 8, like Lovelockjaw. Gonna cut her hair like Samson. Issue 7, 6, 5. All Jay Lee covers. I think I have this whole story on Magic Motion, where they motion. Here you go. This is Joe Stanton on the inside, but this is Dick Sprang cover. Book 2. He did book 2, part 1. It says it's confusing. Dick Sprang cover. Black Lightning, or 1. Look at this distress cover. This isn't damaged. It's just printed this way. Offset cover, chipping, all that. Just, I don't know how they did it, but, cool. Almost like the early Invaders. Battle Hymn from Image, issue 5. There you go. Early Patsy Walker. Not very good shape, as you can see. And this really is not printed, distressed. It's really off. Vince Coletta on the inks on that, I think. At least that, maybe one panel. Not sure. That's a guess. Patsy Walker would later become this 12 center Silver Age. Would later become Hellcat in the Avengers. This is a rare Frank Miller full cover to number 1, special limited edition. Triumph Comics, you see here, Collector's Universe. This is Adam Post. There was only 18,000. Riot Gear, number 6. There's only, it would tell you the print run and have an individual. So each one of these are unique. You have your own individual number. There's 3,637 out of 18,000. Adam Post did these back in the day. 18,000 on these as well. Number 5. Astro City. That's a Alex Ross cover. Number 1 of 5. Very limited, very, very obscure. The Reaper from MP. Number 2 here. Newcomers Publishing presents. I have read these. Very interesting. There's number 1 and number 3. New York, Year Zero, number 4. Mark Johnson cover. I have an Eclipse collection too. This might be starting some of the Eclipse. I'm pretty sure. This gentleman was owed some money by Eclipse Comics, and they partially, as they were going out of business, they paid him with like a long box or so, some comics. And I bought nearly a long box of some of the better stuff of Eclipse Comics. Some titles I'd never even heard of. This is a nice cover. Oh, that's Yates that did Swamp Thing, among other things. I'm not sure who published this. Cleavage. Boom window. These are interesting, though. The Third Degree. Looks almost embossed, doesn't it? A little bit. Almost looks like George Perez, too, in the face. And we're back to the start of the box there. That was box 52, short box. Let me check the chat. Nope, wait a minute. Still listening, just got run errands. Okay. Glenn Fleming says, see you, Hawk. Batman, Shadow of the Bat, The Misfits. Tim Sell artwork in these, early 1993. This is 2 or 3 of Storytell. They would do these 3 issue runs. I forget this particular artist's name, but he did a lot of the covers, painted covers, very nice. M.D. Bright and Romeo Tangla cover. Oh, just go to the barcode. There you go. A lot going on. I'd always love these weird looking. Look at that. Part of the Green Lantern Corps. The entropy is unstoppable. The third law conclusion. His eyes. All right. This gives me an idea. Oh yeah. Yeah, like that. I'll just jot this down, huh? Real quick. Just the concept of it. Guy's face. Yeah. Glowing eyes. Starfield in the black. Some kind of helmet around it like this or something. Some kind of helmet. Would make it a Starfield. Yeah. That's what I like. I like this cover. Maybe a Trevor Von Eden. He did the insides. Black Canary, number 1 from 1993. Hero Worship, Part 1. There you go, Neil Adams cover. These are all embossed up top. All these gargoyles are kind of embossed. I said Neil Adams. I guess that's Neil Adams. I know that some of these were done by Michael Godin. So forgive me if I'm wrong. ROM 50. Oh, that's just that type of stuff right there put me off on. I took Marvel Comics very seriously, and they do this crap. Yeah. But it was assistant editors month, and they've got a little goofy with some of those. Dire Rice going up against the Skrulls. Very nice cover here. Action Comics number 826 from 2005. Pre-Shazam movie too, probably. It's got to be. I hated this, the way they did these Civil War. I mean, even if it was like painted like this digitally or whatever, it's just not good design. I don't think. A lot of wasted barcode in the middle and everything. I didn't like these Marvels, really, per se. Rex, what do you have them in your? There you go, John Byrne. Your collection after Kirby. Yeah. Patrick and the Demon. New mission, a new life springs from the blood of the demon. Engine Head, number 1, DC Comics. Different, 2004. The Mark, number 3 of 4. There's the Mark. It's kind of golden agey. All right, Crusade Comics. This is Atomic Angels. This is and it's this and me too. This is Billy Tucci's book. Billy Tucci, right there, Atomic Angels. Get him to sign that thing. There you go. This is kind of sensitive. You want to keep this one out of the light. That red there can fade on you. There's a full cover. Brigade. X-Force number 3. Rob Liefeld cover, 1991. Mike Zeck cover. Yeah, Mike Zeck, Captain America. Blasted by Blockbuster. Uh-oh. Failed to rewind and return his VHS tapes. You're in trouble now, Captain. Havoc on the Homeworld. That's an Andy Smith cover right there. Claw the Unconquered from Wildstorm. Look at that hand. Andy Smith. Andy Smith right there. John Romita Jr. Cable number 1 of 2. Bloodhound number 1. Cool stylization. Like the sort of police line do not cross, logo, whatnot, somewhat. That's cool. All new Hawkman. This Hawkman run here had Graham Nolan, for about 21, 22 issues, somewhere in there. Unstable Molecules. We've seen this issue before. 1 of 4. I like this. I think I've read that. Nightman, number 1 with Rune, Barry Windsor Smith's Rune in the back. Pat Broderick here. Captain Atom, along with the Firestorm. Millennium. Nice. Warheads. This was Marvel UK. Marvel UK Comics. Guest starring X-Force. Prime. Marvel owns this. J. Michael Straczynski and Brian Brofogel. This is probably a Brofogel cover. He did a lot of the primes, if not all of them. I would say most of them, early on anyway. Batman artist. Sadly died in poverty. Blood Syndicate. 99 cents. Still listening? Okay. Just checking the chat there for a second. Doctor Strange with Morbius. Escherwood cover. It's a nice Morbius. Turned up nose. Gil Kane that was during Gil Kane's run. Deathlock, number 27, a ladder issue here. Prime, number 13. Didn't like the hyper muscular, that's a Brofogel. Like the little kid in a big body, though, type thing. Ultraverse Premiere, also featuring Prime Flip Side. So it's probably a flip cover, double-sized issue, 64 pages. That's not a Brofogel cover. A few Moon Knights here. Young Blood, number 4. There might be a couple color variations. I know there is on one. Silver Saber and the Wild Pack with Paladin. We looked at Paladin earlier. Obscure character. Marvel. A Deathlock on that cover too. Gravity. Here we go. His character that they came out with in a limited series with the Rhino. 5-issue limited series. Gravity. This is interesting. Marvel Milestones featuring Captain Britain, Psylocke, and Submariner. Red Skull on the rampage. Red Skull been taking his vitamins. Spectacular Spider-Man Adventures number 114 reprinted UK. Uncanny X-Men 213 and Human Torch number 2. Jam-packed full of web-spinning, wall-crawling action. Kind of neat how they did the other characters in gray off to the sides there. Well, this looks like Mobius. Flight. Free comic book day, a freebie. Zoom in on some of that detail there. McLeod's Diner now accepting BitPass instead of Bitcoin. McLeod's, I wonder if it was Scott McCloud that they put that in there for. Psycho Blast, number 1, first issue, November 1987 from First Comics. Psycho Blast. Ultimate Extinction, that's the female version of the Vision right there. 2006 book here. The Women of Marvel. 4 of 5. This is John Romita Jr. There was only 2 issues. This is issue 2, The Gray Area. Klaus Janson on the inks, 2004. Interesting. All that. That's just stick figures. And interesting. There's number 1 or number 3. Oh, what? I thought there was only 2 of these. Apparently not. Nice cover though. X Factor 93. Groupies. See what he's seeing in his goggles. Strong man there. Mutant Sacrifice. I have a lot of these. I like this. I like Polaris. I like the 90s lean women to a certain degree on some of these. But by and large, I'm not over impressed and wouldn't buy these. I have a lot of that one there, number 39. About 10 copies of that. Milgram. Al Milgram has done more covers than I think anybody else. Like this lean Siren. Like that. Like that. Because it makes her look stretchy, kind of animated. I kind of like that. Richter. Richter is one that Rozzy likes. Doesn't get a lot of talk. Richter Unleashed. Just checking the signature on that real quick. Here's the Mark 104. Statue of Liberty torch, anyway, cover. Good Guys, number 1. This was Defiant Comics. That was Jim Shooter's type of thing that he did after he was kind of released from Valiant Comics. Atlantic Comic Con. I've got one of these. Carmen Infantino, Mark Waid, Bendis was there, Adam Hughes, others. There's an Easter cover, April 13th through the 15th. Throwing Easter eggs at him. It's kind of apropos. I've got one of these that's full of signatures. This is probably the unsigned. George Perez cover here. Batman Year 3. Number 438. Love that. X-O Manowar. Visionaries, number 1. Was a toy line. Star Comics. This has got to be low print. Agent Unknown from Renegade Press. Dale Barris cover. El Diablo. Fantasy. Captain Obese is in this. Warp Graphics, number 2. I always like that cover. Black sensitive cover. Here you go. Wordsmith. Probably from Renegade. Probably watercolor or Taylor cover. Or if it's not watercolor, it could be gouache. Here's another Renegade. Revolver, Fantastic Fables. That. Midnight Nation. I believe this J. Michael Straczynski, Top Cow. This was a vampire book, I believe. Just look at that signature there. Another Moon Knight with Spider-Man cameo in it. Hard Corpse, number 10. Leak cover. Leaky. Hard Corpse again. Free Upper Deck Valiant Era card inside. Did the other one have? Oh, serial number contest details inside. They were always running gimmick contests and stuff. Black and White. Here you go. Black and White number 3 by Art T. Bear. X-O Manowar. I always like this sort of watercolor, whatever, even if it was done in a computer generated, kind of nice. Almost looks like a photo, partial photo of the world. Probably is. Photo cover. Last issue here, I believe, of the Micronauts on their first run, number 59. And there shall come an ending. Maybe a Michael Golden cover. I'm not sure. At least they're trying to do Michael Golden there. Number 100, first printing by Rob Liefeld of the New Mutants from 1991. Turok, Son of Thunder, chromium cover. They made a bunch of these. They're not worth anything. The very first Marvel Age book, Walt Simonson cover. I sold this when we first started up in my comic shop back in 82. Sectaurs, Warriors, number 1. White sensitive cover there. Sectaurs toy line. Swords of the Swashbucklers. There was a graphic novel and there was a series. This does not look like Jackson Geist that did the artwork. Escherwood, okay. This one's Escherwood. Epic Comics, which was Marvel Comics. Epic Marvel. Jay Lee. Jay Lee cover here. Namor. Carmen Infantino. The Flash. Plus Firestorm in the background. For a backup story, rather. Aaron the Immortal. That's sort of a second series. There's Power Girl. Their boob window. Gil Kane cover here. Future Shock. Patchwork Man. House of Secrets, 1976. Kind of cut off here. That's bad trimming. Don't. It looks like that's issue 140. The origin of the Patchwork Man in here. House of Secrets. This copy right here may be from what I call the newsstand collection that I bought out, which was a 70s newsstand. He was selling the stuff. This is 1971 Jack Kirby, Orion of the New Gods, number 3. Almost looks like a photo collage cover here. I guess it is. With the Black Racer. Might be the first appearance of Black Racer. I don't know. Here's a tour by Joe Kubert. Looks near mint, 1976. I think these are some books from what I call don't know, not this one here, but that one there, probably near mint shape. Newsstand edition. Here's a rare 50s promo book, Making a Home for Wildlife on the Land. Often do promo a Better Environment booklet. Rip Hunter Time Master from October 1965, number 28, one of the latter issues. Cool. A month before I was born. There you go. Dagar, Tales of Sword and Sorcery, gold key. Not that great a shape. Interesting painting, though. NASA, Stone Age Warrior. NASA fights in hand-to-hand combat with the deadly tree men. Sadly missing a corner here. But other than that, pretty nice shape. A little bit of spine row here. You can see the shadow. But we could press that out. Tree men. Huh? Here's another one. With a boar. Look at that with blood. Boars. More than one. And a deer. Surprise. Dale Comics. Brothers of the Spear, Gold Key Comics, 20 center. Elephant on a rampage with a volcano in the background. Here you go, Dinosaur. Two of Rock, Son of Stone, 20 center. Gold Key. A Deadly Honker. That's what they called him in there. Deadly Honker is only, what is that? Shelter? Yeah. They're blind. Yeah. They're on the rampage. They're going to get stomped. Stampede. I like this title. I think I have a full run of Kona's. Kona Monarch of Monster Island. What a great Monster Isle. Kona battles the Jaws of Death, 1964, number 11 here. Giant gator. Already drawn blood there from the head of the beast. Here's some onlookers up there, looking in very modern wear. Grimm's Ghost Stories. There you go, 25 center. Whitman. Kind of like Ripley's Believe It or Not. She was always on the cover. The Ghost Stories. Whitman variant. Here's the Boris Karloff insect cover. 20 cents. That's cool, huh? That's a centipede. If you see these centipedes, I know they look freaky, but leave them in your house. They eat other insects. They'll freak you out, but they're actually good. That's a good sign that they're in your house. Don't kill them. I always like this cover. Look at that. Colt Fires, Dr. Spectrum. Cyclopean. Here you go. Frankenstein. I think that's Frankenstein. Yeah, Frankenstein monster. Blue for one. And with magenta hair. That's wild. With werewolf fighting the werewolf. Whitman variant here. I don't know if that was like these were pack comics. They were put in packs often, I think. Polybag together with a couple other issues originally. So there might be only one Whitman. I think maybe. This is cool with the Spaceman coming soon. Going to paint over that. Twilight Zone. Isn't that cool? Painted piece. Painting of someone painting. That's an actual painting. Pretty cool. This might be Tom Sutton. Yep, Tom Sutton. Look at that. Look at that. That could be a poster. Strong imagery indeed. Mini Ghost of Dr. Graves, number 45. All new. Hopefully you write these down and go, oh, I want that one. Look it up. Edgar Rice Burroughs, number 200, somebody put on there. So issue 200, Tarzan of the Apes. Knocking out chimpanzee. Isn't that abusive? It's a fictitious story. Apparently they're not too happy about it. Backstabbers are us. Get him. It's always a female, isn't it? Leading the pack. Steve Ditko cover here. Ghostly Tales of a Haunted House, 1974, 109. Steve Ditko cover. I always like these and the simplicity of them. Just check the chat here. Backstage, Rex. Okay. All right. Wait a minute. You're not backstage anymore, are you? Let me drop the link again. Doc. Black and white number 3 is low print. Run, Rex. Good one. Which one was that, Shadowhawk? Number 3. One of the image books. Let's see. It says 13 over on Twitter and 3 on YouTube here. So maybe 16 people in here. Maybe. Nobody wants to see my collection. The Defenders. You recognize him? From the Brady Bunch. Very early on. I think this is 1962, if I remember right. Yep, 1962, The Defenders. That was on TV. Might recognize him as well. The other actor. Oops. There we go. Whitman, UFO Flying Saucers. Doc's gone, sadly. Colorful cover, though. I mean, a giant aliens, giants from the unknown, invisible creatures, the drama that launched nationwide hysteria, Western Publishing Company, which was Whitman. That's a big, look at that dog. Of course, it's a kid. He's smaller, but still, that's a big alien. Mod Wheels from Whitman, 25 cents. Turbo Tower of Power, trademark. Cool painting, though. Very cool. Jet Dream and her stunt girl counter spies. Did you even know that was a book? Jet Dream. Nope. Doc left me. Sorry, Doc. I was into my books here. Not that great a shape, but Mighty Samson. Christmas cover. How about that? Set in New York. Into the future. Mighty Samson was one of those characters. Dystopian future. You can see the bridge there all broken down stuff. The back creatures that have mutated over time. Kind of like Thundar the Barbarian. Samson fights his way across the Hudson to defeat a gang of barbaric raiders. Go Key. I always like this one where he's swinging the creature from the tongue, his long tongue. He was missing an eye, like he was blinded in one eye. Biblical Samson. Three Stooges. Yeah, a little stain on there. Alligator cover. There you go, Mike Barron, Florida Man. Do we have a year on that? No. Early 70s, somewhere in the 70s. Here you go. Walt Disney showcased again. There's the writing on the cover. Has to do with the date to pull it and everything. The Boatniks. Look at there. 1970. Heart to Heart, huh? Girl from Uncle, huh? Yep. About him. Boatniks. Always this Walt Disney showcase always featured movies. Wacky Witch, 20 center. Look at that brand new condition. Whitman variant. Whitman here on the Little Monsters. Horrible Oliver and Awful Annie. Mid-70s, 25 cents. Oh, didn't quite complete the line there, see? I don't know what happened to his upper lip there. Didn't get inked. I always like the painting. I mean, look at the shape. These are, that's about mid-grade, but nice shape, man, to be as old as they are. Check chat again. Nope. There you go, Cave Kids. Hanna-Barbera better Cave Kids. From the Flintstones. Make sure it didn't skip one there. There you go, Tom and Jerry. Using it as a seesaw. Dial M for monkey, which is, there you go. There's Dial M for monkey. I've been trying to show you Dial M for monkey for a while. Here's one of the, probably the only comic I've got him in. He was on Cartoon Network. Marvel 2-in-1 annual number 7, where he goes against Champion's first. Well, they did. That was a Marvel 2-in-1 book with the Thing, where Colossus and the Thing and stuff. They did a Dial M for Monkey on Cartoon Network, where they basically adapted that story, and Dial M for Monkey was the 1-in-1 instead of the Thing. It's got Dexter in here. Here's number 4. Cartoon Network presents Dial M for Monkey. Oh, yeah. It may be his first and only appearance in comics. One of my pride and joys. Cow and Chicken, number 6 in the comics. Wacky cover, huh? Guess that's the Devil's Hellhound, like we were talking about earlier, Cerebus. Guess it was. This is cool. Look at that. It's old school. For you flat earthers out there, there you go. Not flat. It's pyramid shape. And we're back to the beginning. Wow, this is going long. I'll go another 15 minutes. I think that's what I did last time. Might have went about almost 3.5 hours last time. Wait a minute now. Bring that back. StreamYard. There we go. Aquaman. These are some newer ones. That's when he had the, this was after the harpoon. Kind of like that. She's kind of cutting through the black. Kind of like that. And then this is opposite. See, that's great. That's 26. That's 23. And that's the way water should be. You know, see, that's some kind of, maybe the thing that didn't decover is still there in the bag, but that can be pressed out. But black shows everything, folks. The eel. He's an interesting looking character, the eel. It's like he's only got one eye, maybe. Cyclopean. This is Alan Davis cover. Alan Davis did some Aquaman. Brought him, you know, he finally shaved his beard, mustache, and his long hair and got back to his original costume. But he had a water hand in this series. I like this one, where it's specimens. That's another Alan Davis cover, I believe. That's nice. Look at that one. Alan Davis, I believe. I'll poke his eye out. Well, which one to do? One that kills him. A limited series, 1986, 4-part limited series. This is number 3, where they had the blue costume for a while, right? Going up against his half brother or brother Ocean Master. Plus the starting secret of the origin of Aquaman. He's one Craig P. Russell cover here. This is Kurt Swan cover. Another Aquaman. He did the interiors. Keith Giffen wrote that. Kevin Maguire cover. Aquaman's 50th anniversary year. 1991. So I guess it came out in 1941. Kevin again. Here is Mike Mignola cover, and that's with the harpoon. Kind of like it. What fails for me on this cover is kind of like Aquaman. Aquaman, look at that. Who couldn't draw like that, really? He's a rectangle with arms and legs and a head. That's kind of cheating on the anatomy, isn't it? Just saying. Who did this? Can't read the signature. Nice cover, though. Almost reminds me of Brian Bolland. Do like this artist. It's got energy to it. I don't know if that's Eglund or he did the interiors. There's Dolphin. You don't get to see her. She made her first appearance in Showcase as well. Nice Mira cover. Let's check it. Gonna drive by listening. Got to drive, be listening. Okay. Hey, Smoking Wraith. As far as I know, we'll be doing The Chosen tomorrow. It's a brief little surgical strike. He's apparently that looks like maybe Mark Farmer did the cover. Some of these issues here, like not these, but the barcode, they got the DC Direct barcode on some of these Aquaman. He can spin that harpoon around, apparently. Good look at the harpoon that replaced his hand. Icebreaker. Where is Caroline? Bring her in here. Final Night. There are, what year was that? 96? Yeah. Final Night are some of the last ones that had the DC Universe barcode, which are considered low print, very low print. Look at that. Look at that dolphin. Pretty bad shape. Nice skull cover. Martian Manhunter. Didn't much care for this, whole thing. But I have them. Black Manta. They changed Black Manta up. He didn't need changing. He was a good character. Now, a black sensitive cover. This is cool now. Very hard to get in this shape. I see this out in the wild in like new condition. I'm picking it up. Swamp Thing. Stephen Bissett cover here, I believe. Starring Swamp Thing. Skateboarder. Eric Larson. Epic Battle. Eric Larson didn't do this cover, though, but I guess they either put his name in there on the billboard and he has nothing to do with it, or he's did the interior artwork, maybe. I don't know. A lot of this run falls flat with me. Although I like underwater stuff. The 90s, the 90 books. They're stylized here. That multi-beast. Seas are boiling. Day of Judgment storyline. But you got to look at it. I mean, that could be Devil Flyer pose with his pitchfork or trident, right? Something like that. Mike Kaluta cover from 1999. Nice. Mike Kaluta. Almost, I know that's a pendant, a necklace, but it almost looks like a frog, doesn't it? See, I notice these things, folks. Another Mike Cluta cover. I don't know about this one. Yeah, that's a Mike Cluta cover. Not big into Cluta per se. Against the JLA, the Justice League of America. Probably a Mike Cluta cover. Don't see his signature, but that's a Cluta cover. Ocean Master. You spin me right round, baby, right round like a rocket, baby. Oh, that's cool. I mean, how many helicopters do you see underwater? That's cool. It's a cool cover. Just check the chat there. All right. Check my time. About 5 minutes, 4 minutes. 3 hours. 69. Issue 69. Dan Jurgens was writing it. Annual. Tempest. Number 1. George Perez cover. Or no, it's Jimenez cover. He looks a lot like Perez. And that's okay with me. Like that. That's the final issue of the original run of The Flash. The end. Came in 2006. Had a good long run. RT Bear cover. I forgot that. It's a nice one, too. RT Bear. Did the final cover to The Flash. That'd be a good one to get signed. Vandal Savage. Both the Golden Age and the Silver Age. Another RT Bear. Yeah, I forgot about that. Another great RT Bear cover. Look at that. Choking them with a chain. Oh, I like this one. Michael Turner did some Flash covers. This is Porter James, LIV. I don't know who that is. Now, this is a Michael Turner cover. Yep, see there, Michael Turner. Michael Turner cover. I love that. Black sensitive cover. I was buying a lot of these at the comic shop. One of my favorite Flash covers right here by Michael Turner. Love the logo. Speed and Momentum. I was buying their overages, like a long box for like $50. This is a Michael Turner. This is some of the last stuff he did before he passed away. Was for DC and Marvel. Flash 209. So 2004. Not sure what year he died. Maybe 2005. Here's another Michael Turner cover. This is Scott. What is his name? He had a long run. He also did Hercules. Guest starring Hawkman. Brian Bolland cover. With I think this villain's name's Scrap. Something like that. Made out of junkyard pieces, something like that. Or shrapnel. I'm not sure. Anyway, it's got Cyborg from the New Teen Titans. Very nice. Another Brian Bolland cover. Another Bolland. course, I'm going to collect these with ball covers. Blackface. Racist. Trickster. Beep, beep. Whiskey nose. You been drinking? Look at the frozen bodies back there. Collins. Yeah, Scott Collins. Love the coloring on this. It's one of my favorite Flash covers. Very cool. Especially with the guns with the ice hanging out of them. Very cool. Like this, man. The Flash. Another Brian Bolland. Good design, and who doesn't like a good gorilla cover? Look at that. Brian Bolland. Grodd like you've never seen him before. Look at that one, Brian Bolland. Look at the pull and stretch of the character's leg there. Look at the detailing here. Did he use a sponge for that? That space, black and white with color, so it pops, makes that character pop. That's kind of what we're doing in Grave Tales. That's a Ringo cover. I think he's passed away as well. The Flash, the slowest man alive. Ooh. There you go. There's a classic cover. Homaged. Mongol. Number 100. Full cover. Some of those also had the DC Universe, which is pretty cool. I like this artist that did during this time. I don't know if they were any good reads, but Ringo did some good, I like his style. Here's Zero issue. The beginning of tomorrow. Silver ink on all that. 0 Hour storyline. Art Adams Gorilla cover. Guerrilla Warfare, JLA 8, number 12, 1999, The Flash. Wasn't collecting this. Max Monkey versus Chimpulse. Okay. I get what they're going for there. I wasn't collecting in 1999 or 20. This here is interesting one. Max Mercury. The Flash, Secret Files Origins, The Origin Retold, Rogues Gallery. What else you want? Family Tree. Flash Timeline, Flash Museum, Guided Tour. This is Steve Lytle cover. Photo cover here. Yeah, The Flash TV special. Yes. That was a good complete first season episode guide. Behind the scenes with The Flash. Two new comics starring TV's Flash. Yeah. Good bodysuit for him. It's a good look. This is a square bound, little high end Flash book. Time flies. The Flash of Stan Lee envisioning. Just imagine. I have a Justice Imagine Aquaman page done by Ramona Fradon that I showed you. Here's one here. I might even have this. That's Carmen Infantino. I might even have this, although it's lower print. I might even have the cover here on production artwork or page, something like that. Black sensitive cover here. Gold face. Checking the chat one more time. Ooh, going over. Got to finish the box, right? Nice George Perez. Yeah, George Perez cover. Yep. His signature down there. 1990, it looks like. That's cool looking multi-speed thing. Nuclear Man, Atomic Knight, or Atomic Skull, rather. That can't say 1980. That's probably not, or yeah, 1980 probably, yeah, by the price of it. Ross Andru cover here, The Flash. 40 center. The Bands or the Ring type character. The Defenders had to go up against the Ringmaster or something. They had a similar character. 1976, Dr. Fate and the Golden Age Flash in this as well. Always cool. I have a foreign version of this cover. Can't remember if it's UK or... I don't think so. I think it's from maybe Brazil or something. I don't know. So I have this book on it. Love the coloring on this. I think I showed this one. This one actually has, in the other box, it had some of these had the DC logo, which is rare. That's a cool one. It's dark, but it's cool. It's kind of scary. That was coming to you in the water. Blood in the Water. Butch Geist. Aquaman. Doing the interior artwork as well. Kurt Bissett. Butch Geist. On a Run. Lynn Redgrave. Now tell me that's not Lynn Redgrave as Mirror. Tell me. That's Lynn Redgrave. The actress. Perfect example. If he's underwater, why does the water hand still solidify? I don't know. Maybe they should have made it ice or crystal or something, huh? Never liked this cover, really. The artist. It's probably his name right there, Pat. This doesn't... Looks more like Majestic or some character, big, overblown. Here's another example of his stuff. Had OMAC tie-in, project tie-in. There's a great Manta cover, and it's by the same artist. Better. That's cool. Outrunning Explosion. Faster Man Alive. 2006 here. Too Hot to Handle. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. Should be coming up number 6. The next one should be a Ethan Van Sciver cover. Nope. Number 7. Nope. Wrong run, I guess. Number 8. There's Ethan Van Sciver. Art T. Bear did the inks on the interiors too. How about that? That's in 2007. That's Art T. Bear. Zoom there in the driver's seat. Ethan Van Sciver and Moose on the colors or inks or whatever. I guess it's inks. There you go. Impulse. I have a bunch of those, by the way. That was the way I picked those up, and probably a lot of these books here that I normally wouldn't buy. Ethan started at DC doing Impulse, from what I understand. Cygor. Frankenstein Gorilla. Cyborg. Part of the Spawn universe. Look at that on his knuckles. Screws on his knuckles. www.mcfarlane.com. Cyborg. Number 3. Look at that. Reminds me of The Demon, the movie The Demon. It's hard to see, though. It's so dark on some of these. What's going on? Wonder where those tubes are plugged in. Oh, look at that. It's the hand. Screw coming out. Better tighten that up. Better tighten that up, mister. But look at that. Look how they painted that. Just a hint of white there to make that highlight, make it pop. No issue numbers, I guess, or they're down here. Yeah, there's issue 6. All right, here's I think I've got 2 copies of this. This is top quality comic again. Some kid having fun with it. Billy and Buggy Bear. This would have been one of those that was kind of illegally produced. There you go, Two Gun Kid, 129, Gil Kane cover, Lynch Mob. Let that hombre go. The hanging is off, and as of now, and if I got I'll fight this whole blame town to stop it. He's kind of an honorary Avengers, believe it or not. Probably Jack Kirby right here. Two Gun Kid up in the insert. Pew, pew, pew. Wacky Adventures of Cracky. Gold Key. Probably had something like this as a kid. Giveaway comics. Here's an early one. Another Gil Kane cover. Ghost Rider number 5. Human Torch number 1. Part of their 70th anniversary. There. Timely Comics. Getting into the retro. Here's another one. Look at that. Zzz, zzz, zzz. So, back then in the Golden Age, Submariner was an enemy of all the surface drillers. So here's his and then here's his army. I don't know. It's pretty wild. And the Human Torch and Submariner were the first crossover of characters, superheroes to crossover, as far as I know, battling, sort of fire and water. I don't know why, but the planes are going down in smoke back here. Don't know why. Maybe he zapped them with this high-tech, retro-looking tank. And he's the hubris to put the S on there. Submariner. Sad Sack and Sarge from Harvey Comics, 118. Sloblinski. General. I think we're back to the beginning. Well, it's been fun. Dojo Kun, how many felt Infantino was the GOAT, but I am not a fan. He is stuff to look messy to me. I love the Firestorm backup story. I did too. And also the Dr. Fate backup stories that they had a crossover you showed. There's a cover of She-Hulk on which Starfox looks exactly like David Screamer from Friends. I'm not really familiar with Friends, so I couldn't tell you. Thank you again for having me on Dojo on I believe it was Wednesday, wasn't it? Yeah, Wednesday. Again on an Incendiary. Had fun. Hope you did too. I hope you've enjoyed looking at some of my collection. Go back, to the very beginning and fairly after, some dope older comics. You get to see some of the Roger Stern collection, not the older ones, but I'll keep doing these. I'm actually looking for a book and what file number it is. It takes me longer to talk about it and describe it. So, but anyway, we'll do some more of these. I'll be showing off some of my collection. I enjoy this and talking about it, and I hope you do too. Have a great weekend. Saturday, we will be back here for the 4:00 shadow. If I don't do another one of these, probably won't. Glad I got this one in though. Bow for now, and there will be an Apex After Dark tonight. So look forward to that. Enjoy your Saturday. Go out and make it a